Long ago, in a beautiful village, two men decided to build their homes. One was wise, the other was foolish. Their choices would soon reveal their true wisdom. The wise man carefully laid a solid foundation for his house, using precise measurements and sturdy materials, while the foolish man hastily built his home with flimsy sticks and bright paint. With time, the wise man's home became a peaceful sanctuary adorned with flowers and a welcoming porch, while the foolish man's chaotic construction site turned into a mess that could not withstand nature's wrath. The first man is John, who says thoughtfully, "I must find strong ground to build my house. A strong foundation will protect it." The second man is James, laughing as he replies, "You waste time, John. I will build mine near the river where the soil is soft. It is easy to dig, and I will finish quickly." John finds a firm, rocky hill and starts building, while James, eager to finish fast, builds on soft, sandy soil near the river. As John diligently lays the first stones of his house on the rocky hill, sweat glistens on his forehead as he carefully checks the level and stability of each block. Meanwhile, a dramatic scene unfolds as dark clouds gather over the river and James's house stands precariously on the soft ground, with water beginning to creep closer. In contrast, John confidently adds the final touches to his sturdy house on the rocky hill, with the sun shining brightly behind him, casting a warm glow around the solid structure. As both men complete their homes, John's house stands tall and sturdy, while James's house looks beautiful but rests on weak ground. The villagers admire both houses. An elder warns James, "A strong house is not just about beauty, but a firm foundation." James shrugs. The sun shines, the birds sing. There is nothing to worry about. As the sun sets behind the two homes, John is seen tending to his garden, ensuring a healthy foundation around his sturdy house, while James lounges in a hammock, enjoying the view of his beautiful home without concern for its stability. Suddenly, a storm brews in the sky above, with dark clouds gathering ominously. The storm comes, dark clouds gather, thunder roars, and heavy rain pours. John's house stands firm against the winds and floods. In the distance, James's house begins to shake as the river swells, washing away the sandy ground. Panic washes over James as he exclaims, "Oh no! My house!" Just then his fears materialize and his house collapses into the flood. James stands frozen in disbelief, his heart racing as he thinks of all he has lost. The floodwaters rise higher, swallowing pieces of his life memories, now floating away like wreckage. He clutches his head, overwhelmed, as he watches from the safety of a nearby tree, realizing that the storm has changed everything. James stands drenched and ashamed, feeling the weight of his mistakes. John helps him up, saying, "A house must have a strong foundation, just like our lives must be built on wisdom and truth." With each word spoken by John, James begins to find clarity, the darkness around him starting to lift, revealing the path toward redemption. Emboldened by John's wisdom, James takes a step forward, ready to rebuild his life with strength and resolve, feeling the first rays of hope shining down upon him. So it is with those who hear the words of wisdom and put them into practice. They stand strong like a house on the rock, but those who ignore wisdom will fall just like a house built on sand. The wise elderly man shared his stories with young listeners, imparting lessons that echoed through generations. In contrast, a young person absorbed in distractions faced the consequences of ignoring sound advice, witnessing the ground beneath them crumble.